Hello, folks. Your friend and brother Oluwaseun here with you today. I hope you're doing great and that this meets you well. I remember during my last video, I started raising issues about the toxic nature of the social media space, and I'm not someone that just cries over the spilt milk. We try to see what can be done to make things better. And I remember I raised 2 points. I raised the fact that you want to be careful when you argue with people because we only attack issues and not personalities. I also said to us that when you're having a discussion with people, you listen to understand, you read to understand, and you do not read or listen to respond. That would make us a better person on the social media space. Huh? I also have two thoughts I think I should share with you today. All right. Number one is the fact that I've also noticed that one of the things you need to learn is that you must get the right information before you debate on a subject matter. Whenever you want to enter a debate, an argument, or you want to raise a point on the social space, even in your personal life at work or whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have the requisite level of information before you begin to make an argument. I like the way the scripture puts it in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. It says, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Listen, you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to showcase your ignorance. You don't want to push to people that you are an ignoramus. And therefore, when you're going to make a comment, you're going to comment session, you're going to make an input, you're going to say something about a subject matter, make sure that you have at least the basic level of information for you to be able to make a contribution. And listen to me, when you make a contribution and somebody else comes up and gives a better argument, remember I said the other time, you do not win an argument by raising your voice. You actually win by improving on your point, the quality of your argument. So when somebody comes and gives a better point, a better argument, smart people, wise people, you know what they do? They defer to the other person. Let the better argument win. When I argue with my friends, with my colleagues, with my peers, or even my superiors, I always end by saying, okay, let the better argument win. Whoever has the best suggestion, opinion, let it be. Even if you're a leader in an establishment, the fact that you're the leader does not mean that it's always your opinion that must take the day. You must know that. And the second one is just something that really bothers me. And it is the fact that we must learn to live a quiet life. Folks, learn to live a quiet life. Learn to live a peaceable and quiet life. Are you bothered that any small win people have, any small progress in their life, the first people that we know are the social media friends? Every small thing you post it online. It's not a smart way to live life, beloved. It's not a smart thing. Even when people have an altercation with a friend, maybe on a side, somebody annoyed, and the next thing is to set up the camera and begin to rant. It suggests to me as though those people do not have any other life outside the social media space. Now, one of the verses in the good book says something, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11, and I take the New Living Translation. Paul was writing to the Thessalonian church. He said, make it your goal to live a quiet life, minding your own business and working with your hands, just as we instructed you before. Make it your goal to live a quiet life. Learn to mind your own business. Work with your hands, just as you have been taught. Now, you need to remember that, like they say, the internet does not forget. There are some things you do in the spur of the moment. Once you put those things out in the public space, it stays there for life. Oh, you deleted it. Oh, let me remind you something. You know, when you say you stored it in the cloud, I hope you know The cloud is somebody's storage. Oh, Facebook has a server. Twitter has a server. Instagram has a server. All those social media platforms do have servers. And the servers is in somebody's office. Oh, cloud, yes. It's in somebody's space. So once it goes there, yes, you can delete. I hope you know that when you delete something on your storage devices, there's a way you can recover it if you know what to do. Somebody could have done a screenshot. Somebody could have downloaded before you remember to delete. Folks, like they say on the streets, there are enough receipts. And if you are not careful, in future you will explain tire. No evidence. Just kidding. But the point is that learn to live a peaceable and a quiet life. It's very important. Yes, I'm not saying that you cannot celebrate your wins. Of course, you can do that. But there must be moderacy. There must be levels beyond which you should not cross. There must be decorum. There must be moderation. One of the evidence of a mature life is the fact that they know when to keep quiet and they know when to speak. Let me also advise you. Don't get unnecessarily pressured to do what you see other people doing. Very important. Folks, my job is to make sure that we can advise people, help people, especially young people, to be able to be more responsible and accountable with the way they live their life. Don't just flow around. Be deliberate. Be intentional. Be irresistible about the way you do your things. Very important. So, I do a little recap. Make sure that when you need to make a comment, make an opinion, state a fact, make sure you have the required level, right information before you debate a subject matter. Number 2, learn to live a quiet life. Very important. I hope this little video will help you. You can go ahead and share with other people so that they can learn as well. John chapter 4 verse 32. You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. I do hope that we can all get to a point where we become more responsible and accountable with our lives. So we'll see in another time very soon from now. Alright? You do have a great day. I call you blessed.